morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
Let's smack it in the ass.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that huck and spit on that thing. You get me?
Oh, that sounds so good.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 5th day of September, 2024. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. My name is Chris Hockey, and here we are. What is it, Thursday? Best day of the week. I believe Tommy Olson, Fargo Flash calling in. Ben Lieber, getting ready for some NFL football. Starts tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It all begins tonight in Parker Fox a little bit later on. So lots to get to, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and get her started, shall we? Here we go with some comedy. It's Nathan McIntosh. It is National Cheese Pizza Day. So there you go. Here's some comedy. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit envious of the people who are visiting New York because I live here and it is very expensive, man. The rent goes up every single year for no real reason at all. Every year a landlord knocks on your door and is like, wow, you're still living in there? I guess we made last year too easy for you, huh? They should really change the slogan of this city. Like, if you can make it here, you could have owned land in a lot of other places. You could have had a house and a boat and a real family. Why are you doing this to yourself? And if you ask people, they're like, well, the pizza's good. I need to know where the pizza's that bad that New York rent is the option. Pizza is just bread, sauce, and cheese. It's hard to mess it up. There's only 2 levels of pizza. Great and fine. Completely okay. I've never had a slice of pizza so bad, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Everybody in this room has had microwaved pizza. It's absolutely disgusting, but it's pretty good.
On your side, you hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
All right, Saucy, we made it. No more garbage preseason football. The NFL season kicks off tonight. It's time.
Hell yeah, man.
We made it.
Let's go. Hawk and I would have liked maybe one more week of preseason, but we will do with the start of the NFL season.
I'm going to go ahead and watch some preseason today just to keep myself, ready to go.
Yeah, because you love it so much.
Sauce, do you ever watch those replays when the NFL Network replays preseason games?
Yeah, do you want to know a funny story?
That would be great.
They showed, I don't know, was it like a month ago? It was a Packer, I think it was a Packer game that they were randomly replaying on the NFL Network, and my wife and my...
A past regular season game now or preseason game?
I think it was a regular season
from last year.
Yeah. I don't know when it was. Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But we got into it like it was a real game because I like ripping them for liking the Packers, and they're cutthroat Packer fans, and it was a game that we already knew the outcome to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my story. It wasn't funny.
You said it was a funny story, and then you also said you got really into it, but you don't know when it was or what was on the line.
Well, no, when it was is irrelevant. I don't really remember.
You brought it up.
Oh, yeah, good point. But yeah, I do watch that stuff, sometimes. Football's better than any other sport, even football you know the outcome to.
You guys want to hear a funny story? Yesterday I went to Target, and I had a list of things I was supposed to get, so I got them, and then I went home.
Well, it's not funny. What'd you get at Target?
It's irrelevant.
Let me tell you guys something right now.
Yeah, you can kiss a hot dog.
I can?
No,
you're talking to me?
Yeah, him.
How do you know I bought hot dogs? You don't know that.
You always.
It's irrelevant.
Who's kissing what now?
Corey's kissing glizzies.
Oh.
How many shirts did that sell? About 20? Oh, was that your good idea for the year? You got 3.5 or 4 months left. Let's go.
I think it's Soulborn 20.
Soulborn?
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Isn't that a t-shirt brand?
You sure about this 530 stuff?
I don't know about anything. So, one of the main ingredients in this overnight oats thing that I had.
Do you still have the Tennessee Trots?
I can't stop. I can't stop.
So it's been almost, 48 hours? Or 36 maybe?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's at 48 hours right now because I didn't eat it yesterday. It was the morning before this.
And it just keeps leaking.
And it's I'll be cool. Everybody be cool. And then suddenly, I was at Eddie Bauer out at the Albertville Mall.
Of course you were.
And
Yeah.
well, I like Eddie Bauer.
Of course you do.
What's wrong with Eddie Bauer?
Eddie Bauer's not bad.
What, for real? What's wrong? Am I not cool?
That's it. No, you're fine. Who cares? Do
You're
whatever
right.
you
I don't
want.
care. You're right. Anyway, and I you've been to Albertville Mall, right?
Sure, they got the Puma bit there.
Yeah, right. Eddie Bauer's right in the middle.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Right, I know there's a crapper. Left, I know there's a crapper. So I come out of there and I'm like, which one am I going to get to first? Where's the traffic at? And I was in the middle of the store when the urge hit me, and I had to. I looked like I was in the Olympics fast walk competition, trying to get out of there.
Because you had to clench your slabs?
Yeah, because I was clenching.
The worst feeling.
Yeah.
But even worse than that was by the time I got 25 yards from the door, it went away. It went away.
False alarm.
Yeah.
10 seconds, McGruber.
Yeah.
Just bomb never goes off.
Yeah. So I had to start doing some investigating because I was thinking, okay, maybe it's not that. Maybe I got some issues happening. Like maybe I got some kind of. But other than that, I feel great. Other than the fact that I can't stop pooping. Everything's perfect in my life. Today, so I looked up the ingredients. And one of the ingredients in this is something called monk.
Oh, yeah, Tony Shalhoub.
Oh, TV show. You love that show.
The hell's the ingredient?
Monk fruit?
Monk fruit. Thank you. Monk fruit.
Sounds like an Urban Dictionary term.
It does. Monk fruit. Let me.
While you're doing that, Rolling Stone, we should maybe go through this at some point. I know we got a lot of football today, but did you see Rolling Stone release their 100 greatest TV episodes of all time?
No.
Kind of a cool list, right?
Episodes, no
just
kidding.
Episodes, just singular episodes that were, masterpieces. And the episode of Parks and Rec that they put on was the one that I think they called Flu Season. And even the screenshot on the list is where Rob Lowe is looking into the mirror, and because he can't stop doing what you're doing. And Rob Lowe's character on Parks and Rec basically is, he has an immaculate immune system, right? He's a perfect machine. And he just looks in the mirror and he goes, "Stop pooping." Right? He says it to himself like he can just convince himself. So we gotta get the soundbite of Rob Lowe looking into the mirror and telling himself to stop pooping.
Monk fruit can cause diarrhea in some people due to a number of reasons. Allergic reaction, when it's mixed with some other sweeteners, which it's mixed with all of that in this stuff. So, long story longer, apparently monk fruit and I don't get along.
Yeah.
Everything that I'm reading about, because I was reading the diarrhea. I was reading the reviews of this overnight oats, the oats overnight thing that I got, and about every sixth one was, I can't stop pooping. So it's not that the product's bad. Apparently, I'm just not good with this product because of the monk fruit.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of monk fruit. And how can they eat this?
Yeah.
How can those monks eat this stuff? So, if it doesn't go away by the end of the show or by the midday, I got to call the doctor.
Yeah, you got to call Stephen Mead.
Yeah. Dr. Stephen Mead.
And tell him, Dr. Stephen Mead.
You call him Doctor.
Then you tell him you can't stop pooping. Do you think your dad reads the forum of monk fruit like hustlers?
Now, why would he do that?
Because he's real into it.
No, he's not.
Oh, that lady has diarrhea.
Why does my dad sound so mean and scary? He doesn't sound like
That's
that.
my son.
Could you give him a little bit of a southern accent, for God's sake?
So wait, in that scenario, he read Chris's post on the monk fruit blog?
That's gross. He wouldn't read mine.
Oh, my son has diarrhea.
Now, that's going too far.
So he's turned on by that.
Oh, that 85-year-old woman has diarrhea. I don't know how he knows her age, but...
Well, maybe she posted
He
it.
counted the rings in the stool.
Ick.
Yeah, I grossed out. I'm the one that...
Yucky. Well, I'm sorry about your Tennessee trot.
Yeah, so I'm telling you this because, I figured y'all needed an update. And second of all, if I'm gone, if I do the like on a cartoon back in the 60s and 70s and 80s, it's because I'm about to do number 2. And I can't even begin to think of farting at this point.
Oh no.
Please don't.
No, I can't. Trust me.
I'm going to need one of those splatter shields like it's a Gallagher show.
Yeah,
like you're at a salad bar.
If you see me stand up like I've been dealing blackjack for 3 hours and my shift is over,
Oh, brilliant.
then I'm going to go on home.
Oh, your poor BH.
Yeah.
So
that's the other part.
Are we talking like screen door and wouldn't touch wire?
Yeah, we're talking somebody's making coffee in my toilet.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Bad time for you to give me the bidet.
Yeah, really.
I could have used it. Oh, my God.
Golly ma.
What if it's not that? I mean,
Yeah, I know.
I'm betting all my money that it is the overnight oats
Yeah,
and
me
whatever's
too.
in there. Just based on what you've been saying, that was the easiest connect the dot situation.
Yeah.
But what if it's something else?
Yeah, I know.
Man.
Yeah.
And then somebody from Overnight Oats is listening to this going, son of a bitch!
Yeah. And they
Monk
could
food
be.
super
Yeah.
safe. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah. And maybe I
And
got
their
to
stock is plummeted.
I got to look up my AllCat test that I took to see if, like it says, hey, moron, don't have monk fruit, which
Right.
wouldn't be, I would never think like,
Right.
I better watch out because this might have monk fruit in it. Never had it before. Never even heard of it until I started throwing melted Nutella
Oh, yeah.
on the reg.
Oh, sick.
Is Tommy O in today, by the way?
I
don't know why that brought me
believe
up.
so. But I mean, my guess is he's going to have plenty of melted Nutella
guys,
stories.
Guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Why don't you talk about Tommy liking getting pooped on or something? Because
Yeah.
my dad does not. I'm not saying Tommy does, but
But if we had a trial, all right? Like let's say
trial?
let's say we presented evidence, okay?
Good to know.
Let me
Who's
ask.
the defendant who's
why is he on
trial here?
I'm Hockey and his dad are in one corner, and Tommy and his dad are in the other corner. Okay?
Johnny Cochran's
Wait a
representing.
minute.
Do you
What is
understand how-
Tommy's dad?
Do you understand how trials work? Your dad's a lawyer.
No.
What a
This
mess.
isn't like pick one or the other.
No,
It's did somebody do it or
I'm
not?
presenting the evidence in both cases.
Why don't we try
Hot
these as
is
two
hot.
separate cases?
Okay, we'll try it as two separate cases. In the hockey corner, I just need a yes from you can be the lady who types the
Stenographer.
Corey, did this
Could be
become
that.
a boxing match?
I just think it's amazing how little he knows about law, considering his dad is a lawyer.
Yeah.
The lady who types stuff. And he's asking me for what that's called.
Well, I know you know big words. Anyway,
Dad's a
let me
lawyer.
ask you this question. In the hockey case,
All
has
right.
any one of them had a copy of poop porn on their person?
On the person.
It's yes or no.
Well, wait a minute. You have to present evidence. It's not just I can guess or
I would just
assume.
play the audio of the first time he ever told us that, and literally I can't let it go.
First of all, we weren't on the air.
Yes, we were.
No, we were not. That was another thing that I just said in passing. That one time I found a copy of some serious porn on a VHS tape, and I threw it in, and that's what happened to be there. It happened
Yeah.
on this. That doesn't mean
Objection.
that's all he had.
That's hearsay. Objection.
It meant
But what it means, though, is because it's a VHS, he couldn't get to the part where the lady actually pooped before he yelled cowabunga and lay down for a nap.
He's a Ninja Turtle now.
Yeah, that's his noise. That's his noise.
no. Wait a
he makes.
minit. So he didn't even
When
have
he
to. He
releases.
didn't even have to complete.
No, he did complete. He just can't. He edged so long.
Candy Edge? What are you talking about?
Don't know. But now in the other corner, the other case that's going to be presented after this is Tommy. I don't think Tommy
Tommy Orr.
Tommy might have seen some poop porn. I think you're both guilty.
We brought him all the way to court because we think he might have.
Yeah, this is
You
Your
don't think
Honor.
I guarantee you he has seen poop
Your
porn.
Honor.
Again, but I don't have any evidence.
Your Honor.
Well, we'll
I
ask
object.
him. Okay, go ahead.
I object. The prosecutor's an idiot.
He can barely read. He called her the lady that types.
You're going against yourself.
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
Oh.
Also, he had it on his person, so he just was carrying around a
carries it around.
VHS in his pocket.
Yeah.
And he put two separate defendants in corners.
Yeah.
Like it's a boxing match.
You prosecute like ray gun breakdances.
Genius.
Is this Judge Mathis, Judge Joe Brown?
It's both.
You didn't say anything about Joe Brown?
No.
That's your dad's favorite judge.
Thank you, Corey. Thank you.
That's your dad's AOL screen name.
Judge Brown is
Because he's the judge, juror, and
yeah, I get it.
7.2. That's what I give that one. Because I'm Hawk's dad.
Good to know. What a mess.
Yep, what a mess. That's a 10 out of 10 would try.
Is Tommy here?
I don't know. Maybe he's
I hope
not.
so. Did he tell us he wasn't?
He almost always texts and says, "Hey, big boy job, can't do this, can't do that." So my guess is he's back, but I don't know.
He also retweeted something like a half hour ago about
poop porn?
Christmas music.
Maybe he thinks we start at 6.
Oh, you know, I bet he does.
maybe he
I bet he does.
I don't know. He follows social media pretty closely,
right,
though.
yeah.
I think he's. I don't know. Either way, we'll figure it out.
Either way, I'm an old son of a bitch. He'll let me know.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is getting to be
Chris, just as a tease, and again, we don't have time to go through the whole thing. 20 years ago, we would have.
Yeah.
100 greatest TV episodes of all time, right? In the history of television, just single episodes, thousands and thousands and thousands
Unreal.
and thousands of episodes. Number 100, the one that just made the list, Bisquick Fargo this season. The final, it was an unbelievable episode,
Incredible.
right? Final episode.
Oh, yeah.
Where Monk's just sitting in the living room with what's that? Oh, God, what was her name? With Dot?
Dot, yes.
Just sitting there,
Yeah.
and then they do the pancake bit or whatever, the Bisquick bit.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It is
So
the
that's-
most satisfying
I'm gonna
ending
look that
to a
up.
season of anything I've ever seen.
There he is.
Why are we debating poop porn?
It's a great question.
I walk into my first work today. Hey, Tom, they're talking about you on the radio today.
You don't deny it, though.
It's poop porn, but yes, I have seen poop porn. See?
See?
My God.
See? And he's got it on his person right now.
I mean, I guess technically I
Just shook
have.
his hand.
I guess most of us have technically.
Yeah, because two girls, one cup.
Right, when 2 girls, 1 cup went viral, all of us had to show it to our friends and watch their reactions. So technically, I've seen it. Now, participated or enjoyed it is a separate thing because that horrified me. But still,
Yeah, that's
I've
the
seen
worst
it.
thing I've ever seen.
That was one of the worst things I've ever seen as well.
Pain Olympics, too.
I mean, the movie Cats was worse, but barely.
That was really bad. Like
Cats was.
but 2 girls in a cup kind of starts out. Like,
Don't even do
okay.
it. Don't even say
Tommy,
it.
What a mess.
This starts.
Sauce, that's enough to indict.
Yeah. Robert's calling.
He is tipping his cap there. Tommy Olsen's here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.
Welcome back, Power Trip Morning Show 552. There's Thomas Olsen right there. It's the best day of the week. Hi, Thomas.
Hey, I'm Teddy.
What's up, baby?
God, what a weekend, huh?
What a weekend.
God, it was great.
It was great. And you know what's cool about that weekend?
What's that?
It's almost another weekend. It's Thursday. I know.
That's the best part.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what, USC.
Oh, my gosh. What a game.
God.
What a game that was, dude.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think we talked about this, but like I don't know if we have or not. You can really see if you had someone either transfer in or didn't transfer in. Like those guys didn't, and they like learned the offense. My heavens, like it was night and day better.
So you're saying because they had the familiarity that right?
And they
right.
learned. I mean, he learned after Caleb Williams, and he knows the offense. And I don't know. I think it was night and day.
Interesting,
I
yeah.
just I wasn't as. I thought I was gonna be like blown away by like the big NIL teams. The only one I was really blown away was Miami.
Yeah, dude, Cam Ward is a dude.
yeah,
That's a dude right
He's the
there.
hell out of Florida, man.
Well,
He's a
I mean, they quote unquote bought their whole team, but I'm like, cool,
Yeah.
because they are so sick. I mean, they're finally back to what they were doing, you know, in the 2000s. They are nasty.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was so amped just watching all the games. It was so much fun.
Did you see the kid from Florida? The nose guard who was 460 pounds.
Yeah. Number 21.
Almost everybody on the planet sent me a picture of that guy.
yeah.
He was 5'2".
And I don't know what to tell them. They're like, I can't hit this button through Twitter.
That's a huge bitch.
I mean, I guess I could repost the meme or like the clip from Deuce Bigelow of that guy saying that.
That's a huge bitch.
But yeah, that guy was what,
Unbelievable.
460 or
They
something?
said he was 464.
464.
God.
Yeah.
Sounds like a jet engine, right? Yeah. That's an airplane.
Yeah.
Took a 464 to Seoul, South Korea.
And by the way, number 21. And you can wear whatever number you want,
Yeah.
but he's, it's a running back's number.
They were probably like, wait, you want to wear that? Well, we're going to have to find a larger jersey.
Wow. That was. Let's break down what just happened. We gotta have a bit where like we can throw a challenge flag and stop the show. What just happened is that was a moment where a joke was there, and Sauce started talking and thinking, "I'll find it," and then he realized immediately, "I have nothing. I'm just gonna say we're gonna need a bigger jersey." And scene.
That's what I said.
That's a big dude.
You could hear the defeat in your voice, the back half of that sentence, that you knew it was going nowhere.
It says here he's 6'5". I thought they said he was shorter than that.
Hawk texted me and said, I love college football. Have you seen the guy on Florida? And I woke up and I'm like, no.
That's
and
a
then I
huge
saw
bitch.
him and I was like, oh, Lord. It was a huge man.
Monster.
Yeah.
Did you see the Bama receiver? Did you hear about him at all?
The 17-year-old kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. That torched whoever they played.
Yeah, so he won Mr. Alabama sophomore year, junior year. Think in Alabama. And then he graduates early. He's supposed to be a senior in high school, but he's playing on Bama. First 2 times he touched the ball, 2 touchdowns.
Wait a minute, he's supposed to be a senior in high school?
Yeah, he graduated early somehow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like
Probably
how they do in
enrolled
hockey.
early,
There are no rules anymore in college football.
not at all.
You can do whatever you want. You can sign a 3rd grader to a scholarship if you want. It doesn't matter.
All right, now
There are no rules.
Now I feel like a douchebag. The Watson kid wears number 1 to honor his younger brother who became disabled after suffering a stroke. So he wears 21 because of that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
you
good.
You didn't.
I didn't know that.
But yeah. Yeah.
And it still does look like a running back
It
number.
looks like, but bigger.
I didn't even know. Is he good?
He against the run. I'm watching some highlights. He's pretty good against the run. But
I bet. Yeah. I mean,
if he got to chase you down,
but like, remember,
he's gonna
Vince
have to get in his car.
Wilfork was massive. But
Yeah.
Right. This guy, he's apparently piss poor at the high jump.
But like, think of off-season workouts. Like everyone's like, all right, we got to run
He's thought
100
about
yards.
No, I'm good.
But he's got to be freakishly strong.
he's 6'5".
Augusto, sweetheart, save some room for later.
Yeah, you better hope he makes it to the NFL.
Yeah.
He's just going to be like a big ass businessman, just like 6'5" in a suit.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's one of those guys like you were, Tom, where he gets to eat all the time to keep the weight on.
Oh, if you're up in the 4s, I bet you he's on the you got to lose weight.
Yeah.
What a mess.
I know, lady.
Think of that. I mean, he could probably put down like 3 large Zaz.
Yeah.
Today is National Cheese Day, by the way.
Cheese
No,
pizza.
it's not.
It is National Cheese Pizza Day.
Went to Sam's Club, got their cheese pizza this weekend. My heavens.
The toy she really wants.
Oh, my.
Just the standard cheese pizza at Sam's Club?
Unbelievable.
Really?
Nice cheese
Unbelievable.
pizza, all for me.
Is it the Harbor Hour? Yeah, we got 3 minutes.
Go ahead.
We pop some balls.
Do you know what they just said? Like, could you bring Shane Cole back up? The toy she really wants?
The toy she really
I have
wants.
a take on this.
Oh.
Easy.
I'm not getting into details.
Go ahead. It's a trap. Is it shaped like a rose?
No. What?
Jesus.
Is there a reason? This is delicate. This is tough.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
you got 2 minutes.
Yeah, you got to fit it in, Tomers.
Before you say what you're about to say or ask what you're about to ask, just
So those, right there.
think
Let's
of
just start
the
there.
texts and calls and conversations at work you're about to have if you finish whatever you're about to
You know what?
say.
He's trying to throw him off the poop
I'm just
porn thing.
right.
You got a minute and a half.
I'm just saying why I feel like for females, the female area, and I don't know, I feel like toys.
Come on, roll over, buddy.
Toys for them is more acceptable than having toys for men, and that's all I'm going to say.
Your phone's ringing.
That's his purse.
Oh,
That is Tommy's
nice
cry for help because he wants a fleshlight
no, that's not what
and doesn't want to be shamed.
That's not what he
Word,
wants.
Thomas?
That's not what he wants.
Seriously, do you feel like that? It's, I don't know. It's one thing I've been thinking about lately that I just feel like it's very acceptable
Well,
for
get on it then.
women to have a nightstand and then
start a
guys just
revolution.
can't.
Yeah, like
Is that a thing? I don't know.
What?
Who knows?
is what a thing.
I just that.
Why are you asking? You would know, Thomas. Yeah. You're the king of the council.
I know, but I just feel like overall in our society, it's more acceptable for a female to have something next to their bed than it is to have a guy to have something next to their bed.
If you want to play with G.I. Joes, that's cool, man.
I just,
Or no, I mean,
I don't know. You guys don't have to agree or disagree. That's my stance.
okay. I mean, but I think you should do something about it. Let's do a 5K walk.
100%.
Raise money for it.
I'm serious.
What a mess.
Toy Story 5, the Tomer story.
Like, okay, well, I mean, he mentioned the fleshlight. What else is there?
See, I don't know. Maybe we just haven't really tapped into that area. You know?
oh no, there's this lady that makes like custom ones, and they
Yeah.
get pretty wild, man.
See, now we're talking.
Like one of them is like shaped to like Shrek's ear.
One's like a foot.
Yeah.
But maybe guys, it's so easy to go to Pleasure Town compared to women. They need a little bit more. Maybe that's why.
Well, here's the thing, too.
You guys are misreading the situation. He's not talking about a flashlight. He doesn't want anything shaped like a vagina. For the first time in my life, I feel like I'm the only one who's paying attention.
Okay. I see where you're coming from. Is he right?
No judgment on what toy we're using.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Tommy, how about next time Seth orders one online, just go, Utah! make it two.
Really?
Well, here's something.
I knew you'd like the Point Break joke.
Oh, of course, that copy.
Oh, boy.
Here's something I didn't know
I
existed.
get you.
Yeah, what do you got there, Hogs Daddy?
A wang sleeve
Sure.
extension. So you put it on the existing.
Well, it's
thing.
like a strap on, but
Extendo clip.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What was the last word?
Clip.
Thank
Clip.
oh, that could work. That could help.
you. Yeah.
I'm just, I don't know. I feel like it's just
Here you go, Thomas.
no problem for women to have. I don't know. I just always thought that.
How can I say this and be cool?
Yeah.
Prostate toy?
See, now we're talking. Like a little 2-for-1, like there's a little extendo to the back type deal.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's 601.
Oh, we're done.
This looks like the symbol the Prince used when he took his name.
Brilliant.
It does, doesn't it?
really does.
What a perfect description.
And they got like Poseidon's trident in there as well.
Oh, Tommy's head.
See, that looks. See, now we're talking.
The artist formerly known as Tommy's anus. Jeez, those are
Tommy,
aggressive.
wow, those. I'm not the one looking at it, but look, I mean, there's some.
Don't shame him.
Tommy, calm down.
He's trying to not be shamed here. You know, I'm ordering you a bunch of these, buddy.
One of those looks like a corkscrew.
I don't know how you use any of these.
Yeah.
Right.
Go,
Yeah, why does the one have a
go
horseshoe
down,
on
go
the
down.
end
No,
of it?
that's the one that kind of looks appealing.
The Prince one?
No.
The
Go
horseshoe
up.
one, the one that looks
Go
like
up.
it's like a
Go up. There,
like
go
a,
left.
like a bonfire poker.
This
That
one?
right there.
Bonfire poker.
My God!
Which end do you use?
Well, you put one.
What?
And then one goes
that does
around,
look like a torture device.
one goes around the base, and then one goes.
Do him to get bam with
What?
I think.
So
I mean, if
they-
I had to
so-
assume.
Honestly, I wouldn't
You
even know what
think.
to do with that, and I'm not kidding. What is that?
So that would go around. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where that goes around.
Well,
Like you,
Get
I
over
think
and
you
I'll show
put
you.
like. all of it in there, and then
do they make it in small?
But then where does the other one? I don't get that one at all.
Wraps around and goes.
Oh, that bends?
Yeah, so like that little strap probably is really.
Oh, I didn't know that
loose,
could
and then
bend.
that
That looks like it's just a straight line. If it bends, then all bets are off.
Yeah.
By the way, you're guessing, right, Tommy?
Yeah, if I had to guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you're 20 feet away. You're just guessing.
Yeah, you can't see that well.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that one, Thomas.
See, now we're talking. That's what I was trying to describe.
This looks like stuff that is in the basement from the guy from the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Well said. Perfectly said.
That
Everybody
is-
read the book.
Bruce Willis just walked in with a sword.
Oh,
You know
my
what I mean?
gosh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, galima.
Ick.
Okay,
Oh,
buddy, there you go.
God.
Well, you know what? It's acceptable. As of right now, we're doing it. You're living the dream this morning.
Yeah, fight for men's equality, Tommy. I've had enough of women getting everything they want, and we get nothing. Front Page Sports is next. Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
I've got my eyes wide awake.
All right. Morning, everybody. 6:09, Power Trip Morning Show. Just got your Christmas present, Tomer.
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy.
I didn't think we were going to go down that road today, but yeah, it's.
I'm just glad somebody finally said it.
You brought it up.
I know.
It needed to be said. I'm happy for you.
Thank you, Cora. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I
We
needed
were reading the reviews, by the way.
Oh, really?
Rave reviews.
Yeah, on this one in particular.
The one with the horseshoe?
No, a different one.
Oh. You bought it?
I told you I got him his
You're a good
Christmas present.
friend. You're a good friend, Dog.
Yeah, and I got no pride.
Speaking of that, where's the Chindo been? Is that gone?
Relax.
You don't want to know where it's been.
I
But
think
you can
somebody
guess.
took it.
No way.
I think
Yeah.
somebody did.
Yeah.
I think somebody did who's not here till 7:30 today.
Oh, I think you might be right.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores, buy two, get one free. Red Bull at Holiday. Go wake up. Mix and match flavors of Red Bull. Buy two, get one free. Red Bull at Holiday. Love Holiday.
Yeah, the best.
Have you had the flavored Red Bulls before?
Oh, yeah,
Like the
sure.
blue ones and the red ones?
I lean towards sugar-free. I don't really
Same
mess
thing
around
here.
with the flavors, but that's an option if you go to Holiday. You can mix and match whatever you want. If you want sugar-free, go for it.
Yeah, right now,
if
why
you want
not?
something else, go for it.
Do they still have the Red Bull Zeros and not sugar-free? It was like a black can. Do you remember that?
I don't
They
think
still
I ever
have
tried
Yes.
those.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it's just how like Coke Zero has Diet Coke.
Well, maybe I'll have to go to
Give 'em a
Holiday and
chance.
try those.
Little bit different flavor. Pretty good.
Holiday's the best.
All right, Saucy. We made it. We did it.
The weekend?
Tomorrow at 8:15, Tommy Olsen squares off in semifinal number 2 of the Initials Invitational. T.O.
Yeah, let's go. That's great.
Tommy Olsen, Matt Minster, Lawyer Lambert, Mike Grimm.
I mean, all pretty trash. Wow. That's my dad. Right? Okay. No, but seriously. Like,
Did
if
you hear
had-
me yesterday, though? I'm on Team Tommy.
Thank you.
I just think you're the best story if you get to the finals.
Oh, my God. Biggest underdog story. I put myself 1 out of 100 chance to pull it off.
No, that's not even
No,
close
that's
to
not
true.
even
Not
close.
tomorrow.
That's not close.
Yeah.
Finals, maybe. Tomorrow, absolutely not. You're in the mix.
It's pretty even,
Anybody
wouldn't you say?
Anybody could win tomorrow.
Yes.
You can do this.
Yeah.
I mean, Lawyer Lambert's so smart.
Grimm's sneaky
You just
good.
called him
Matt
trash,
Minster's
but yeah.
solid. You're solid. I think all 4 of you could do it.
Yeah.
My tear's not solid.
It's gonna be tough.
How you feeling? Loose? Nervous?
Loose, you know.
Loose.
I
Good,
mean,
yeah.
I
You got a
don't
little
know. Play in the
loose.
semis.
Yeah, free rolling.
How's your mood?
Good for you, dude. So that's tomorrow at 8:15. What time you coming in tomorrow?
What time do you need me? I
Well,
don't
whenever
care.
you want. We don't care.
I got to squeeze a workout in before, so maybe like 7.
Whenever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever, man.
The NFL season starts tonight, 7:20.
Here we go, baby.
Baltimore at Kansas City on DraftKings. The Chiefs are 3-point favorites. Over-under is 47. No team has ever won 3 straight Super Bowls, but Kansas City is going for that. They have won the last 2. KC is the DraftKings favorite to win the Super Bowl at 5-1. That's plus 500. The Niners right behind them at 6-1. Then Baltimore, who they play tonight, is third at 10-1. And the Detroit Lions are fourth at 12-1. The Vikings are 80-1.
Yeah.
80-1. Yikes.
That's tough.
We got this.
Yeah,
You guys got action tonight?
Where's a guy get a little action around here?
Oh, watch Beetlejuice 1 for the first time.
First time.
First time.
And?
It's, you know.
What?
It's...
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
It's okay.
Yeah, if it's not part of your childhood, I wouldn't be shocked if it doesn't hit you right between the eyes. But how great is Keaton, though, as Beetlejuice,
Yeah, I
right?
feel like that he's like a creepy dead guy. I'm like, yeah, this guy's pretty funny.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's the ghost with the most.
Yeah, it's funny. I think it's so funny because you guys talk about it so much. And I don't know. It was pretty good.
What'd Seth think?
She's obsessed. She grew up with it.
Oh, she grew up with it. Okay, so she loves it.
I had to watch it in order to go see it.
That's why we watched it this weekend, too, because the kiddo wants to see it.
Yeah. Oh, I saw it ends with us.
Yeah, what'd you think?
So good.
Yeah,
Really?
Oh, my.
I've heard it's pretty tough, man.
I've heard it's intense, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, like tough stuff in it, but I knew it was coming because of the book. And then went to, we did a twofer. 2-for-1, and we actually bought the seats. First time in my life. Didn't sneak in. And went to Deadpool. Phenomenal. Loved it.
Hilarious.
Oh, so good.
It's good.
That's quite the combo.
Yeah, you go really deep and then lighthearted. It was good.
What'd you do for snacks?
I didn't want to bring it up.
Oh.
We
By the way, going really deep and then going lighthearted is exactly the rave review those guys read about that toilet you wanted.
Brilliant.
Exactly right. Yeah.
we stopped at a Holiday and loaded up on all the old candy, like 3. So you got to go chocolate and then you got to go sour.
The movie theaters hate that, but Holiday appreciates that.
Yep, yeah,
Holiday
sure.
loves that.
And then
Mr. Z
snuck that
hates
in.
you now.
And then we got a big old. Well, I got a big popcorn with salt, but then I got they have pretzels with cheese there.
Oh yeah,
Some Pretz?
Some Pretz and Chaws, and did that for the first one. And I was like, you know what? If we're going to another one, let's do another round of pretzels and cheese.
Let's do some more Pretz and
And then,
cheese.
and then got more large. Yeah.
Yeah, you did got more large.
Well, yeah, more large popcorn. I mean, I put so much salt on there, it's ridiculous. I couldn't move my face the next day. I was
Good for
so
you.
swollen. But yeah, here we are. It was good. Good little weekend.
Tomorrow, the Green Bay Packers are at the Philadelphia Eagles. That is in Brazil, but it's technically an Eagles home game, but in Brazil at 7:15.
You said you meant tonight, right?
No, tomorrow.
Today's Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Tonight's the other game. Yeah,
Tonight's
sorry,
Baltimore, Kansas City. Tomorrow is Packers, Eagles. Yep.
Gotcha.
On DraftKings, the Eagles are 2.5-point favorites. Over-under is 49.
Are the Packers going to be good?
Oh, yeah.
They are
they?
projected to be very
people
good.
Almost everybody has
Overrating them.
picked them to win the Super Bowl.
Overrated.
What?
Yeah.
Even over the Lions and win the division even?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well,
Didn't Florio pick him to be it?
In the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, I believe, yeah.
What does he know?
There are a lot of people thinking this is a 3-team playoff division, that everybody but the Vikings finds their way to the playoffs except for the Vikes. That's hard to do. I know it's possible. It's hard to get all 3 in.
Well, and we could also see a situation where, the Lions and the Packers have 4 or 5 losses and are the 5th seed, right? Because one's going to win the division and the other one is going to have to be a wild card.
But why are we so sold on the Bears?
I mean,
easy schedule.
Yeah, easy schedule. They have the easiest schedule in the NFC North.
And they load it up.
They're loaded
But they still have to prove it, right? That is unfound money so far, right? It's like, all right, it looks like on paper you guys are ready to make a giant jump. The over-under in Vegas is what? 9.5 or something, or 8.5. It's like, it's a giant number, and you're like, really, for a team that sucked forever? I guess, but they just believe it's all going to come together this year,
right? Yeah.
Yep, they have loaded up. I mean, on paper, their roster looks really good, but let's see if it actually works.
Cool.
The Vikes are at the Giants Sunday at noon, right here on the Fan. 10 o'clock pregame, noon kickoff. Fan line follows. DraftKings has the Vikings at a 1.5 favorite. Over under is 41. The Giants are starting their 100th season of football. What season is it for the Vikings? Giants starting their 100th season. For the Vikings, this is season number
63?
64.
64. Oh, you guys were... Chris almost nailed him, and Sauce Prices righted him and got it. 64th season. That's really no Saquon Barkley, of course, for the Giants. He's on the Philadelphia Eagles now. So they brought in Devin Singletary. I forgot about that. That Singletary's their main back now. And, of course, one of the weird storylines is that butterfly effect. J.J. McCarthy could easily be a New York Giant right now and healthy and playing.
I thought he was.
They passed on Penix. They passed on J.J. McCarthy. They passed on Bo Nix. They went with Malik Neighbors with the 6th overall pick. So they, for now, sticking with Daniel Jones, and they wanted to get him a legit weapon at wide receiver. So Malik Neighbors in New York, and they don't really have anybody to sling it.
And when you look back at this quarterback class, Caleb Williams is going to start. Jaden Daniels is going to start. It's only a matter of time before Drake May starts. There are a lot of people who said
Bo Nix is starting.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who said J.J. McCarthy was probably on the path to start sooner rather than later. And Bo Nix, I think, was named the first rookie captain of Denver since the 60s. Now, they've had some horrible quarterback play after Elway, but yeah, I think he's the first rookie captain since the 60s.
And I think when they named him the starter, didn't we say that he is the first rookie to start for the Broncos since Elway?
I think you're correct, yeah.
The opener, at least. I don't mean at any point in the season. I think he's the first season opener rookie since Elway.
This is a very good quarterback class, and they punted on it. They decided, we're good with Daniel Jones. We're not going to take anybody from this quarterback class.
Well, but again, they don't have access to Drake May, Jaden Daniels, or Caleb Williams, right? So if they don't like Penix, Bo Nix, or JJ, and let's not go hindsight here, out of that group, the only one I wanted was JJ McCarthy. I didn't want anything to do with Penix or Bo Nix. We might end up being wrong, but so if the Giants scouted those three guys and are like, I know we need one, but these aren't the three.
Yeah, but
then you don't. That's a huge mistake just to take one because you feel like you need one. If you don't think they're good, you got to wait a year.
But Bo Nix is the perfect example of a quarterback in the right system. He's in a perfect system with butthole eyes, and I'm dead serious. That's 100%. The perfect system for him. He doesn't throw downfield. He's just like Drew Brees, shows short passes, and he's super accurate. He would have. I don't think it would have worked out in New York. But what do I know?
I don't know.
Well, that was his not coming out. That's all he ran at Oregon, and he had like the best completion percentage ever. But it was all like 5-yard passes.
Yeah.
We'll do what really matters after this. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are, 6:26, Thursday, first day of football season officially. Getting ready for a little Vikings at Giants on Sunday. Pre-game starts at 10 a.m. Saucy and I about 10:45.
Yes, sir. You'll be live.
Live, that's right, from New York. Sam Darnold is pumped.
Obviously, really excited about this opportunity this week. Really good football team over there in New York with the Giants, and obviously, really good defense, very talented defense. Coach Bowen over there has a really good scheme from what we've been seeing, and just really excited for this opportunity.
Yeah, he's excited.
Can I just say something that I noticed yesterday when they announced all the captains? I think and this is nerdy, weird football stuff. I think it's really cool that they named Sam Darnold a captain.
Good to know.
Massive.
They didn't have to. There are teams where the quarterback isn't the captain.
So hang on, though. Because a lot of people tweeted at you going, how do you feel about the Vikings having 8 captains? Because you rip the Gophers for having too many.
Well, the Gophers
Vikings have 8. You don't have a problem with that?
The Gophers have 17.
Do you know how many they have, Tommy?
I want to say they put usually they do a special teams defense, and then I think they do 2 per. So whatever that would be, 8, 10, somewhere around there. But it flips
the amount that the Vikings have.
That's too many. The Vikings have way too many captains. But I think it's neat that they named Sam Darnold a captain.
All right, so I give you the names. You tell me who the Vikings should cut as a captain.
Go ahead.
Andrew DePaula.
No, I've met him in person. Nice dude.
Sam Darnold.
Never met him. Yeah, cut him.
CJ Ham.
No, CJ Ham, A+.
So there's 2 captains, DePaul and Ham. Justin Jefferson.
He's the best player in the league. No. Keep him as captain.
Okay, so there's 3 captains. Josh Metellus.
No, he's been in here. I know him.
So there's 4.
Yep.
So 4 captains. Brian O'Neill.
He's also been in here. I love that guy.
So everybody who's been in here has been a captain? Or should be a captain? That's 5. Harrison Phillips. We've had on the show at Shields.
He's a captain.
So that's 6. And then Harrison Smith.
Yeah,
So 7. You want everybody but Darnold cut, but you just said it's so cool that they gave it to Darnold.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
What about Grenard? He's not a captain. He's been in here.
Yeah, he should be one.
So that's number 8.
12 captains. Okay. It's not say as I say, it's do as I say.
Yeah, that's not even right.
Wow. Wow. What really matters is scores and stats around the world of sports, and in between, Chris will change your life with something else.
It's not do when it's said, it's who said when.
Nailed it.
Oh. It's over for me.
All right, I'm going to start with a really weird one. Because this is way off the beaten path, but it was actually one of the lead stories on ESPN.com. So I clicked on it and I'm like, what's this all about? Did you guys see there's the Washington Spirit is an NSWL team. It's a women's soccer team. And this gal named, I think it's Croy Bethune. She was on the women's Olympic team that just won gold, right?
Okay.
And there were 3 or 4 or 5 of the gals that were throwing out the first pitch at a Nationals game on August 28th, so like a week ago. Throwing out the first pitch, she tore her meniscus and is out for the year. Are you kidding?
Gosh,
Will miss the rest of the season. She grimaced.
Like McDonald's.
She grimaced while walking off of the mound, and now they're saying meniscus tear, like J.J. McCarthy. Meniscus tear, out for the year, ceremonial first pitch at a Nationals game.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that crazy? That's fun.
That would suck.
But what really matters is this.
That's your sports thing.
Yeah, that was sports. Soccer and baseball.
Yeah, that's your sports.
She was
thing?
throwing some heat to tear that meniscus.
Yeah.
Key West, best place ever. Declared independence from the United States in 1982.
I swear to you, I thought you said T West. I thought you meant like Tom West. I thought you were shouting out Tom West of the Vikings.
Yeah, he wails.
Oh, Key West. Okay, it's very different than T West, who we love.
Yeah, Key West declared independence from the United States in 1982. Then declared war. Then immediately surrendered to apply for foreign aid after being frustrated by the lack of response from the U.S. government to complaints about a roadblock. I mean, that's a long way to go.
Yeah.
They declared independence, declared war, immediately said, okay, it's over. We lost. We need some money. That's pretty funny.
In 1982?
82.
Really?
Wow.
You've been to Key West, right, Thomas?
No, I heard it's like the
Sweet Jesus, you'd never come back.
Isn't it like the swingers capital of
It's
the
the
world?
swingers capital of the world.
God. Yeah.
Shocking. That's the part you've heard about it.
Well, that's I mean, Hogs Daddy, weren't you there during it? And everyone was like naked and stuff?
Yeah.
He was there for, weren't you there to see like Wasp? And
Yeah.
Rat
That's right, yeah. Yeah, remember I went to the nudie bar upstairs?
Oh, yeah.
The guy charged me $10. When I came back downstairs, I said, it ain't worth $10. And Trish said, there ain't no cover charge.
Yeah, that kind of work here.
Isn't it all just bars? Just bar.
Bar.
Yeah,
It's the best. It's the most fun.
Key West is
And
sweet.
it's beautiful.
You've
It's
been
just the
there
best.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Key West is sweet.
But is there a beach or no?
I mean, it's an
Yeah.
island.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
isn't
no,
it
yeah.
just like all
Yeah, yeah.
like...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're surrounded. Yeah, right. It's beautiful. I think you'd love it.
Let's look up some Key West real estate.
Can you fly in there? Or you got to drive?
Yeah. There's an airport right on the island.
Yeah.
But a lot of people
You
fly
can
into Fort
drive,
Myers
too.
or Miami and drive. Yeah.
The Vikings injury report came out yesterday. The only two that were on it, Jordan Addison and Jalen Naylor, both wide receivers, both limited with ankle problems. So limited, but both practicing a little bit.
I didn't know Jalen was injured.
I didn't either.
Yeah, the other day they were saying when Jordan first got back to practice, was that Labor Day? Was that Monday maybe? The Jordan Addison was back. They were saying Jalen Naylor was on the sidelines kind of just doing stuff by himself. And they were like, what's that all about? And then 2 days later, we found out he's got an ankle problem.
So if those two are out, then who's up? Do we have
Powell.
Yeah.
Sherfield, he made the team, correct?
I think so.
I forgot who
But I think he's
the last
injured.
couple of guys that hung on. How can he be injured? Wouldn't he be on the report?
No, but I thought, wasn't he like put on like I thought hold on. Hang on here.
Take your time.
I don't type well, Captain.
Oh, don't say what I say, just say what I say.
See you.
See you?
No, he's fine.
Okay. What really matters is this.
Starving Time. In the colony of
Best
Jamestown.
song by Semisonic.
Starving Time in the colony of Jamestown was a devastating winter, which caused all but 61 of the original 500 colonists to starve to death.
All but 61.
All but 61, and several of them resorted to cannibalism.
Come on.
They were not starving.
Yeah.
They were full.
Tommy's relatives were there, and they didn't even wait until they were hungry.
It was a great Christmas for
They just started eating.
So the fatter you are, the better chance you got, right?
Why are you
Yeah, I
looking
guess
right
so.
at me?
Well, I'm just,
You got reserves. You can last longer.
Right.
It's like a
I
bear
think so,
hibernating.
Yeah.
You ever seen those sons of bitches come out of hibernation? They just they look like
I
they've
do
just
every
been on a
morning.
bender,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Or they look like they had overnight oats before they took
Oh, sweet
a
Jesus.
season-long nap.
So they're covered in two?
Pretty much, yeah.
And they got a crazy look in their eye.
Yeah.
They do.
Where's the pea and the food?
Your dad's breakfast?
Well, I mean, thank you.
No.
P doesn't stand for poop, you dumbass.
I meant like urine. I meant urine.
When did Hogs Daddy tell you about his dad watching poop porn?
He doesn't.
Probably.
Well, Hogs Daddy, you know this better than anyone. I told you guys all these stories and everything off air, and then they all make them on.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
But they're about you, not about your dad.
Yeah, that is true. I guess I've never said anything about Big Schmoll.
Yeah, right. Talk about Big Schmoll.
Big Schmoll, Big Schmoll was a greaseball back in his day.
Was he?
Oh, sure. He's done some stuff I cannot say on here, but I'll tell you guys off air.
All right.
Okay, go.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Let's go to break.
It runs in the family.
Not horny stuff, like greasy stuff. But yeah, I guess it's kind of horny too. Well,
The Minnesota Golden
Just
Gophers.
just saved you right there.
The Gophers host Rhode Island Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on the Fan. The Gophers are the only 0-1 team in the Big Ten. They take on 1-0 Rhode Island, who beat Holy Cross 20-17. The 0-1.
No, we'll be fine.
Gophers.
I can't wait to talk all about it.
Yeah, by the way, Fargo Flash is a trader. He's in North Carolina, but he'll be calling in the next segment to talk a little bit about his squad and what the hell happened.
All right, Ben Lieber is here.
Hey!
Tommy Olson is here. More of the Power Trip after this on the Fan.
Hey, Rubes, this football season, Bell Bank is giving one listener $1,000 each week to pay it forward to a charity of their choice. Just head over to KFAN.com, keyword contest to learn more and enter today. That's KFAN.com, keyword contest.
Yes. Hey, Saucy. Corey,
Yes, sir.
look at what I found.
Unbelievable. Topher Grace, Nick Thune, and Dan.
No way.
I'm telling you what.
Did you not write it down, dude? Dan Fogel.
Well, I actually did. I was just getting to that.
And Dan.
Topher was so
What is
pissed.
that? What is
So
that?
Topher Grace was in here.
Oh, you've told me about this so many times.
Yeah, this happened on February 10th of 2011.
And freaking Nick Thune, who's just great. He opened for Bargatze last week. I love Nick Thune. So Nick Thune was in at like 7 o'clock. So we had about an hour with Nick. And then Topher Grace and Dan Fogler. Is that how you say his last name?
Yep.
I should remember his name, too.
Yeah, you should.
But they came in to promote Take Me Home Tonight, which was a movie that came...
Great flick.
Whoa.
So good.
Of course you would
It's
say
a top
that.
10
Of course
flick
you would
in the
say
past
that.
20
Of course
years.
you love it.
In the past 20 years.
In the past 20 years.
So Topher and Nick knew each other. They had crossed paths a handful of times. So they were talking during commercial breaks and stuff. And that was kind of fun. It was cool and whatever. And then we get to the end of the show and we were saying goodbye to everybody. And I think Star just completely forgot Dan's last name. So it's
Unbelievable.
Nick
Topher Grace, Nick Thune, and Dan. I'm telling you what.
Did you not write it down, dude? Dan Fogel.
Well, I actually did. I was just getting to that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but
Oh. And Dan.
Was it the most uncomfortable thing?
Oh, Topher.
Oh, Topher was not nice.
Yeah, that
Topher's-
was. He was in a bad mood the whole morning. He just didn't want to be here. Well, then don't do it, which is fine. So he wasn't in a good mood in general. But that wasn't. He wasn't playing. That was sincerely. He was pissed.
Would you not write it down, dude?
Yeah, he was not happy that he didn't get Fogler's name right.
we used to play and
Star,
Dan.
was he like this?
Yeah, and that was at the end of the show. So it wasn't like we had a chance to get Topher back on our side and get him turned around. That was the end.
Yeah.
And he was not happy.
And did he just walk out? Topher Grace.
I don't remember, but I just remember it was awkward.
And Dan.
That's so brilliant. I didn't get it.
If you've in the last, you said 2011? In the last 13 years, if you've ever heard us say on the show just, and Dan, that's the reference to and Dan.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Topher was pissed.
Oh, golly, Ma.
So Topher was more pissed than Dan.
Oh, by a mile.
Dan
Dan didn't care at all?
No, he didn't care.
Yeah.
And the thing I'll always defend Star on, though, still got to know the guy's name, but Dan was a last-second addition.
we didn't know he was going to be here.
Right.
Yeah.
The studio that was promoting the movie brought Topher Grace in and Dan.
Yeah.
And so we didn't know much about him. I mean, they handed us like a bio sheet. So like we should have known.
Yeah,
He should have known his last name. But it's not like we were like, hey, all week we're going to have Dan Fogler and Topher Grace on. Dan was a last-second ad. But we did have an hour with him. Right?
I'm telling you what.
Did you not write it?
And Dan.
Topher.
And Dan.
Oh, so that's Topher standing up for Dan.
Yes.
Topher.
Yeah, that's not Dan.
Did you not write down Dan Fogler?
No. That's Topher being like, you didn't even write his name down, dude. Come on, man. Like he was just pissed that Dan got skipped over. But again, he didn't like earlier in the show when I had been like, dude, I have a bet that I think at some point you're going to win an Academy Award. And I kind of poked him and I said something like, what's taking you so long? Come on, man. And he's like, oh, great. Like he didn't even want to play with. That's like, dude, I'm giving you a compliment. Yeah. But he just took it as, oh, I haven't won yet, so you're crapping on me. No, I'm not crapping on you. I'm saying I think you're a good actor. What's taking so long? And so he just didn't want to play, and that's why I'll always give credit to Marlon Wayans. I know this is the story we tell all the time, but Marlon Wayans walked in here and sat, I think where Sauce was sitting, if I remember right. You must have moved seats or something. But Marlon Wayans walked in to promote, I don't know what it was, one of the scary movies or something. I forget what
it was. Yes,
I forget which movie he was promoting. And he looked hungover as hell. He looked like he had zero interest in being here, right? Like, oh, God, I got to do radio. Oh, God. And I'm like, oh, man, here we go again. And we came back from break, and the mics went on, and he was like, what's up, Minneapolis? And he was nothing but energy. And I'm like, this guy's a pro. Yeah. So he was totally awesome when he probably shouldn't have been here. Just wasn't he had been out partying all night before. He told us during the commercial break, like, man, it was a rough night last night. So, but when the mic was on, dude was a total pro and he was awesome. Topher just didn't want to be here. Well, then don't come. Yeah, honestly, then cancel. Yeah. Literally, then just cancel. I know you're in Minneapolis to promote the movie, but just skip it then if you don't want to do it. He just didn't want to be here.
Did you watch Take Me Home Tonight, though?
Yeah, I went to the premiere. That was part of it.
Great.
Did you think it was top 10?
I did not.
Top 20.
I think it was top 10.
Oh, top 20. It's done.
Yeah,
okay. Your list is
Your list has gotten bigger. Right? The soundtrack kicked ass. I'll give you that.
It's a great premise to a show. Go back to a high school party, And,
speaking of that, Thomas.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, have you ever been to Daytona for spring break?
No.
Corey has.
No.
March 24th of 2003.
Dear God. Yeah, I left a lot of voicemails to Chris.
27 p.m.
I've been waiting for an elevator for 5 minutes. All I want to do is go downstairs and go back to the club, but these elevators are ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I've hit the button for 5 minutes. This is not fair. I want to just go downstairs, but we're on the 11th floor, and I'm not going to walk down 11 stairs of floors.
11 stairs of floors.
This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is, God.
I don't remember much about that week, but I do remember the stairs because I ended up having to walk down the stairs. Every bodily fluid you could imagine was on those stairs, and I'm not exaggerating. Insert Hawk's dad's joke here, Sauce. Disgusting. Daytona Beach spring... Tommy, don't smile.
I didn't say anything.
Daytona Beach spring break is a hellhole.
Yeah, it was, but a hell of a good time.
Well, yeah,
right?
it was. Well, again, if it was March of, so I was 22 years old, about to be turned 23 or whatever. Yeah, it was a good time then. But now I look back and I'm like, dear God, how did we even get out of there alive?
Did you go for a
nightmare? No. Well, first of all, we drove down.
Oh my!
In a caravan. It was I think 8 of us in 2 cars. So 24 hours to get down there. I think give or take. So we were tired when we got there, and then we started drinking immediately, and so I was overtired, overserved. The 11 stairs of floors were covered in fluids. The elevator door wouldn't open.
Yep. And when it did, Tommy barrel rolled down those stairs.
So I called Chris and said it was ridiculous and I wasn't going to walk down 11 stairs of floors. And Dan.
One of us.
Yeah, man. I would not recommend Daytona Beach. That was also 2003, though, so maybe things have changed, but man.
That's what really matters, right? I think they've only gotten worse.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, what really matters? Benjamin, tonight the NFL season starts. Baltimore at KC. Who you got and why?
Man, I so want to believe that this bigger rushing attack from Baltimore is going to be the difference. But I've also seen, and Max, you can probably attest to this, I've seen a lot of clunkers out of Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
He's good for, he might get you 27 yards on 10 carries, and you're like, what is happening here? Or he might go for 180. I'm going to say on the road against this defensive front, I'm going to go Chiefs on this one. I think the Chiefs actually, they bounce back better than they did the year before against the Lions, and I think they shut down the Ravens, and I think they win this.
And Hollywood Brown's out too.
There you go
for KC. Paul, your hands up.
May I make a quick rebuttal?
Yeah.
In Tennessee, and you know this, Maxo, he was their only offensive weapon. They knew that he was getting the ball every other play, basically. He's not the only option.
Right.
And
this is a better offensive line than he had in Tennessee.
And with the option quarterback, I mean, this could be a nightmare, or this could be unbelievably good, right? This could be a disaster.
I just as much as I did not like playing for Spags, I have to give him his respect. His defenses are legit. And in every season, his defense has gotten better. And they've gotten more athletic, and they've gotten faster and more physical, and they just understand his defense a lot more. I think that they have, with a whole, a couple weeks to prepare for this one game. Granted, there's no film on Derrick Henry in this offense. To your point, we don't really know what we're going to get. I just think he's going to have a good plan. And I just think that they're just going to be more athletic on defense. And, at the end of the day, Mahomes is going to make enough plays like he always does to put them over the top. So I think I'll go Chiefs tonight.
But what really matters is this.
Snoopy was originally going to be named Sniffy.
What? Oh, boy.
But Charles Schultz changed it last minute after seeing a comic with the same name. He chose Snoopy, a name his mother had suggested for their next family dog, Sniffy.
It's almost kind of like the same premise, though, right?
Yeah.
If you're sniffing around or snooping around.
You'd be a Snoopy. Yeah, that's right. You're right. Yeah. Good point.
Snoopy.
Rosie already had Sniffy copyrighted.
At Valley Fair now? Like they took over those guys?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're. God, I was just there like 3 weeks ago, and now I'm blanking on what they have, though. But I believe that the Peanuts kind of group has like their own little area by the Corkscrew.
Oh, the Corkscrew. Great ride.
No, I just said I didn't realize until I watched Beetlejuice over the weekend that he's barely on the screen. Yeah. Because it's just such a huge part of your childhood. I feel the same way about the Corkscrew. Growing up, going to Valley Fair, Corkscrew was about the craziest ride there, right? Pre-Wild Thing, it was like, you can go upside down? And now as an adult, you get on the Corkscrew. That ride takes about 12 seconds. Yeah. It's the shortest roller coaster of all time.
We call it the meat sauce.
Right. You do the loop and you do the couple of twirls.
Sure.
I'm not saying it's a bad coaster. It's fine. The kid loved it.
Yeah.
But man, is that a quick coaster? That is, it's over. And if I'm not exaggerating, I bet it's 40 seconds.
If that.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, it might not even be that.
Yeah, it's fast.
I love that ride.
But the line's short, so who cares?
Yeah, right.
My turn?
Yeah.
Tom Brady going to make his NFL broadcasting debut on Sunday and win me $100.
Oh, yeah, I'll Venmo you right now.
Because Sauce bet that he would not broadcast, that this Fox deal he was going to walk away from, and that he was going to jump back into the fray in 2024/2025. So Dallas and Cleveland, Tom Brady on Fox this Sunday. He wants people to see his love for the game. And he was asked, what are people going to see in your broadcasting? And he said, the passion and love for the game is what they're going to see.
So hopefully it's not like, I think Romo can say the same thing, but good God, is he unbearable to listen to. So,
God,
you don't like Romo?
No.
No, Romo's
I actually think Romo's one of the worst analysts on TV.
Oh, really?
He was great that first year.
He was great. He was great. He was great for about a season and a half, and then all of his guessing games kind of just fell flat when he had about a 5% hit rate. And then he just talks the whole time. It's like, Tony, the broadcast is not about you, bud. So he wants to show off his passion and his love for the game, which he does. I do appreciate that. You can hear it in his voice. Like he enjoys the game. He likes to be there. But, there's Jim Nantz over there, you guys.
Yeah, the GOAT.
The GOAT. He's pretty damn good. Like, you guys can have a conversation. You don't just have to be one-sided. So I would hope that Tom Brady was going to show his passion like Tony Romo. Just don't hijack the whole broadcast and make it all about yourself.
Meat sauce.
That's going to be a liner for some show on the fan by the end of the day.
Who would you want with Nance?
I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I don't even mind. I don't mind Romo himself. Somebody needs to get in his ear and say, like, dude, stop talking. Like, get your point in and get out. So Nance can actually do his thing. I don't think it's a matter of like you have to kick him out of the booth. I just think that mechanistically he's terrible. And I think he's hard to listen to because if you listen to the broadcast, it's 80% him. And he just like, even when he doesn't have anything to say, he just kind of like keeps talking. I'm like, you're done with your point. You don't have a point anymore. Just move, just close it out, get on to the next play. But he's always trying to find something to like pull. And it's like, just stop it. But the thing is, like, nobody talked about Tom Brady during the preseason, right? Like, he called 3 games in preseason.
Wait, he did?
What?
I think he had a practice game, yeah.
He had at least one practice game.
I've seen video of him in the booth. So
I did not know that.
And I think it's interesting how, like, on social media and even here, nobody talked about whether they liked it, they didn't like it.
Well, it's because preseason football sucks.
What?
No.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a huge part of it. Who cares?
Stop it.
It's like screaming into the woods. Nobody hears it.
Sir.
But it's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I honestly did not know that until you just said that because I didn't hear one thing about it.
I would see it trending like leading up to the game that he's getting ready to call a game.
Why does the story say that he'll make his NFL broadcasting debut then on September 8th? That's exactly how they worded it.
I don't know if
maybe because they don't count preseason as a real game either.
Are we 100% sure that he did?
I saw him on the field.
I saw
during preseason
video of him doing it. I didn't hear it.
He did half a preseason game between the Chargers and the Seahawks. Then he did the full LA Rams Cowboys game the next game. So he has.
Huh. Yeah, we actually had Kevin Burkhardt on worst case scenario the day that he was going to do that practice thing with Tom Brady. So
are they still doing trios this year? Like how Matt Ryan kind of warmed up. You remember that?
Didn't they move
like
on
3-man booth?
Yeah.
Didn't they move on from Matt Ryan?
Did they?
Or didn't they bring him into didn't he replace, who's the old...
Matt Ryan's in CBS.
Didn't he replace Boomer on the show?
I think so. He's an analyst on the
Matt
desk.
Ryan's great.
I love that.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, Matt Ryan's great.
Jonathan Vilma's the worst, though.
Oh!
By a landslide.
I think he's top 3 worst.
Him and Aqib Talib.
I mean, Vilma is...
Yeah, don't get me started on that one.
Vilma's brutal.
You can tell he still hates the Vikes when he's
well, he can kiss a hot dog.
By the way, Fargo Flash is on the phone to talk a little Gophers. Do we do it now or we do it after break?
Anybody have a thought on this? It's close either way.
Back?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, because I want to hear
let
it.
Sauce decide.
Let break and come back.
All right.
I agree, if that matters.
Done and done.
That
Stay right
does
there,
really
Fargo.
matter. All right, Fargo Flash after this Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.